What up, Blockchain Nation? What up, YouTube? Thank you for taking the time to subscribe to this channel, All Things Blockchain. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button below so that you can get weekly notifications whenever we release videos here. So for those who are subscribed and watch these videos consistently, I want to say a big thank you. Thank you. You are indeed far too kind. All right, so today I want to talk about what I believe are books that you need to read before 2020, because I think a lot is going to happen next year. This is just my personal opinion. With the way the world economy is going, with the way crypto is just becoming interesting, the way with all that's going on in the world, I just think that these are books that you should read. Besides, you don't lose anything by reading these books. They will definitely help you. But I definitely think that these are personal books that I've read, and I want to suggest that you read these books. As you know, I got involved in the blockchain space, basically in my studying about money and monetary history, and that's how I got involved in cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. So if you're ready, say I'm ready. Just very quickly, what worth mentioning? One is this book called The Creature from Jekyll Island. It's not on my top 5, but it's just worth mentioning. It's by a guy named G. Edward Griffith. It's definitely a good book that you want to read. And also, you gotta watch this. It's called The Inside Job. It's narrated by Matt Damon. It's a very, very good one that I want to suggest that you definitely watch. All right. So, first book that I think you should read, that I'll suggest, highly recommend concerning finances, is Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is one of my all-time favorites. I think it's a great book. Just to show you, worth mentioning as well is this book, Investing in Gold and Silver by Michael Maloney. This is a great book. So this is my #1 book that you should read. If you haven't read this one, well, you can also read this as well. But this is my #1 book. Just to show you how crazy I am about Robert Kiyosaki's books. Now, I don't just have a lot of Robert Kiyosaki. Let me show you this. Now, these books are not just books that I have, from ABCs of real estate investing to retire young, retire rich, ABCs of getting out of debt, loopholes of real estate, second chance, real estate riches, starting your own corporation. These are Robert Kiyosaki books that I don't just own. I have actually read every single one of these books. Don't judge me. Yes, I know I have issues. So I'm a strong fan of Robert Kiyosaki, so I want to recommend that you definitely get this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is my #1 book. Okay? Cool. Second is an author that I found about while listening to one of Robert Kiyosaki's podcasts. I think she's a rock star. And her name is Nomi Prince. So I want to recommend this book. It's Collusion by Nomi Prince, but this one I'm still in the process of reading, actually. Full disclosure. I think it's a good book. She's the author of a book called All the President's Bankers, which I also have. Now, I haven't read this. I just have this weird habit. When I'm reading a book, it talks about another book, and I find myself kind of reading cross between both of them. Don't judge me. But definitely All the President's Bankers Collusion by Nomi Prince. She also wrote All the President's Bankers, but you want to get Collusion. This is my #2 book to get that you should read before 2020. I'm still reading this. I hope to finish this sometime, one day. Hopefully. All right. #3. This was a tough one, but the author is James Rickards, and this is called The Big Drop: How to Grow Your Wealth During the Coming Collapse. I know people are always talking about gloom and doom and how the world is going to go into crisis in the year 2020. Robert Kiyosaki even has a book where he talked about how 2016 the economy was going to collapse. Arguably, I don't want to go into all those details, but here's the bottom line: it's better to be prepared for something that might happen and it doesn't happen than not be prepared and it actually does happen. So you want to read The Big Drop by James Rickards. I'm a big fan of James Rickards. I'm reading Currency Wars by James Rickards, New Case for Gold, The Death of Money, and Road to Ruin. These are all good ones. Anytime you see me put any of these things inside a book, it means I'm still reading it. Anyways, #3 book for me is definitely The Big Drop. The Big Drop by James Rickards, How to Grow Your Wealth During the Coming Collapse. It's a good one. #4. This is a very good book. It's by Tony Robbins. It's called Unshakable. Now, I read this one. I love it. Your Financial Freedom Playbook, Creating Peace of Mind in a World of Volatility. He also wrote a book called Money Mastered Again. This book it will give you a good mind, I don't know, blow, or a mind explosion, excuse me, what I mean to say, because it's a very, very, very thick book. As you can see, it's so thick. Look how thick this book is. This is a very thick book, but I had to read this. I read this entire book, but a shorter read will be Unshakable by Anthony Robbins. This is a very, very good book, in my opinion, that you should also read. That will be book number 4. Number 5 might be Financial Peace by Dave Ramsey. I'm not sure if, I think I have that somewhere. Dave Ramsey has this awesome Financial Peace University, which I think you should attend. Go to his website and look for a location close to you that actually has a Financial Peace class. If you're married or dating, definitely want to do that with your spouse or significant other. I suggest Dave Ramsey's book called Financial Peace, which is a good one. But I also want to recommend Dave Ramsey's The Complete Guide to Money. This would be my number 5. Complete Guide to Money by Dave Ramsey. And also, if you have kids, this is also a book that he wrote with his daughter Rachel Cruz called Smart Money, Smart Kids. So, number 5, Complete Guide to Money. So once again, number 1, Rich Dad Poor Dad, definitely my number 1. Number 2 by Robert Kiyosaki. Number 2 will be Know Me Princes, Collusion. Number 3 will be The Big Drop by James Rickards. Number 4 will be Unshakable by Tony Robbins. Number 5 will be Complete Guide to Money by Dave Ramsey. So, I am a big book reader, love reading books. I can tell you a story about what really made me just go crazy about reading books was when I listened to a guy named, did a course with a guy named Tai Lopez, and I'll talk about that in a subsequent video. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you read. Please get these 5 books, or you can recommend to us books that you think that we should read as well. So that's all I have. Until next time, my wish for you is that you read, because reading is absolutely awesome for you. And those who don't read might as well not know how to read. I have no idea what I just said. But read a book. Until next time, subscribe to the channel below, and let's go change the world.